I am British wrestling's most controversial man. The best heel manager in the business. I am the Curb Stomp King. Perfectly sexy. Luton's most wanted. PT player. And you are watching RCW Spotlight. Big shout to my brother Ric Lieb. Rubber City Wrestling. Real professional wrestling. The way it should be. None of that flippy stuff. No backyarders and no spot monkeys were harmed in the filming of this video. But if you want them to be, put them in a ring with me and I will curb stomp them so hard that they go running to their nearest training school and say, please train me properly.
Ladies and gentlemen, first ever, newly crowned All-American Akron Rubber City Wrestling Champion, Johnny Gigolo!
Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model Ric Lieb, the RCW Heavyweight Champion. And with me as always, the Don of professional wrestling, the King of Battle Royals, and the star of the show, none other than Frankie Andolini. New contract, we have to put that in there.
Yep, it's important.
Like I used to do on SMR's PWW, the podcast.
I was the other star.
Right. Now, since I'm the host, I have to relinquish my title as star of the show to you, and I think it works out because you are.
Yeah, I like to feel like I am.
Right.
I like to tell. So I've been trying to get that rumor started for years. It's gonna take off.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a star. You know.
It's working.
Yeah,
it's working.
It'll get there.
And
Just don't travel the way they used to.
Right, definitely. I'm going to apologize for the hair. Not bleached.
That might be my fault.
Got a call yesterday, and Frankie Andolini's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm about to go get my hair bleached. And he goes, do it later on tonight or something. Let's come out and have a few drinks. And I'm like, okay, let me ask the wife. Because I know she's going to be like, no, absolutely not. She said yes. So, we go out there, and what was supposed to be a few drinks ended up being a whole night's worth of drinking.
All the drinks.
Too late to get your hair bleached. So, now I'm over here with...
Oh, we had fun?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's worth it. I'm not saying it wasn't worth it. I'm just saying now...
All the fun. All the fun.
Now my natural blonde hair is not looking natural today.
It's just the lighting in here.
Right. We'll blame the lights.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you're one of the few to be able to go out and hang with an Andolini and then come in and still be alive the next day, man. That's a big deal. That's an accomplishment. I'm proud of you. A lot of people it's one and done. They're like, we'll never drink with the Andolinis again.
Oh, yeah.
But you, on more than one occasion, go out and indulge with us.
So here's our night last night. He goes, we get there and he's like, hey, you should buy this $15 book right here, and then it puts you in there and you have to do these beer tastes every month. Now me, I'm a malt liquor guy, to be honest. There's no malt liquor on this. And it's a stout, which is I'm not a fan of.
Yep,
A saucy spout, so I don't even know that. But anyway, so I had to order two of these things. I order them, and I don't realize that these things are stronger than normal beers.
Yes.
And so I grab it, and they're nasty. So I guzzle them.
Good idea.
Right. And now I got a bad taste in my mouth after guzzling these two drinks. And so, of course, Frankie goes, "Oh, I'm going to the bar." And I'm like, "Well, I need something to get rid of the flavor." So he comes back with a Jack and Coke, which he knows that I like Jack and Coke. Right. And they say beer before liquor, never been sicker. Thank God I didn't get sick. But yes, I was definitely spinning a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? That beer thing, it's kind of a nice thing. Like, by this time next year, I will be, I don't know if there's a way to officially be, but I should officially be a hipster. I should have a beard. And my
It's
hair
coming
should
in
be
now.
combed over. Yeah. And I will probably have a scarf, no coat. And I don't know, whatever other hipsters do, because then I will be a beer snob.
Right, you have to
Because
turn in
I
your
will
man
have-
card.
Yeah, I will have, or maybe I don't want to be a hipster anymore.
Right, probably not. Let's just go.
Well, I'm still going to drink all those beers.
Yeah, let's just go with.
I was just looking for an excuse to go, okay, well.
We'll be partiers.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a drunk. I don't want to be an alcoholic. But I'll be a partier.
Yeah.
A partier.
Fun time.
Yeah, that's what we did.
I like it.
Party times. Anyway, we have a question.
We do. Mikey Murray. Well, this
Aw.
sounds like a little scamp, doesn't he?
Hey, Mikey.
Well,
He likes it.
He does like it.
We both said that.
Yeah.
You owe me a Coke.
Well, yeah.
Put some Jack in that bad boy.
Obviously.
Right.
So little Mikey Murray from Stowe
Okay.
had a question. He said, now that the Akron All-American City title, wow, say that, okay, is present in RCW, do you think we will see some more of the rookies and trainees from the RCW training facility get more hungry and more determined now that there is more opportunity with the new belt?
That's actually a really good question, and it makes sense today. Good call on that one, Mikey, because you know what? Our guest today is Johnny Gigolo, none other than the Akron's All-American City Champion. And so, with that being said, yes, I 100%, easy for me to say, I 100% believe that it will give these guys more of a reason to train harder and, you know, get in better shape. I mean, because, first of all, no one saw this coming. When, you know, Johnny Gigolo went in that championship, he was a referee last year. But he put in the work, and he's a gym rat, and he did what it took to become a champion. And it's a championship that is definitely a foot in the door for more glorious championships in the future title. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a nice belt. It's a nice, and it definitely a first belt. Oh yeah. I mean, what's your take on that?
You know, they really already should have been hungry, right? They already should be training harder. They already should be more dedicated. And they already should be trying to get in better.
Well,
shape.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I mean,
Incentives work though.
yeah, if the janitor can win a title, that really, really lets everybody.
No, he was a referee. Huh. Not a janitor. Yet. I'm sure
Well,
probably,
maybe someday he can be the janitor.
he was like, I mean, you know what? He helped clean up. He was a fanator back in the day, you know?
Janitor, yeah.
Yeah,
One
and
of
then he
those
became
guys
the
that wants to
referee.
be super helpful after the show and help. Okay, all right, that's cute. No, that's good. So if this basically nobody can win a title, I mean that gives some of these other kids, you know.
I will say this, though. I've been in the ring with that basically nobody, and he's a lot tougher than you think. I honestly, like I said, he was a referee. I thought, referee!
Yeah.
I'm going to slap this dude around. I'm going
Yeah.
to walk in, walk out. I came in there, and I'm like, this dude's been training. He's been working his butt off. I'm going to bring that up with him tonight.
Isn't it crazy that we both had that same scenario? You know, I had Jeffrey LaRoque. It's like,
TV guy.
yeah, I'm gonna smack that guy around pretty quick. Short worker. That guy punched me in the face.
Yeah, he did. I saw it. I saw it. That's not cool.
No. And then you had the referee turned out to be a wrestler.
Yes.
Like on the sly, he became a wrestler.
Radio guy, referee.
It's outrageous. So the roster is improving, and it's some of the more unlikely people that you would suspect that are really starting to excel.
Right.
That mentality right there means that all these trainees, they have to go above and beyond, man. You have to stand out from a pack where everyone's trying to do that.
And I know LaRoche would be one of the people that would like to go after Johnny Gigolo's
Absolutely.
championship.
Absolutely. You know, that's a match I wouldn't mind seeing. I might go in and beat everybody up, but, you know, I want to see what happens.
The ref
Versus the
radio guy.
Yeah.
See, now, if his name was... We remember back in the day, you know, I used to do a show with a guy, and also he ran a magazine that I was one of the editors on, and his name was Johnny Video. I wish he was a wrestler, because wouldn't it be funny to see Johnny Video versus the radio guy, and then when Johnny Video hopefully would win,
Well, he
we
would
could
kill
say
the
that Video
radio
killed the
star.
radio star. Yes,
That's-
yes,
That's good stuff.
exactly.
It's I should probably learn our guest name. I keep calling him the ref. It's what is it?
Johnny-
Barry Gigolo?
Yeah, Barry Manilow.
Oh, Barry Manilow.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
My mother loved his records. Is that really his name?
No, it's Johnny Gigolo. Listen,
I'm just kidding. I know who Johnny Gigolo is.
okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah, he is. He's impressive on how far he's come. I give a hard time because it's what I do. Except with that Ice Kid. I didn't like him.
No.
Yeah.
No. And you know what I just found out? Our camera guy used to do adult films.
There's a lot of that going around in the business nowadays. People,
going on.
resurging things. It's
Right.
coming back.
At least they were heterosexual though.
Hey, to each their own.
Right.
But maybe this is a lesson for all kids. Don't put things on video. Do you know how many things we've gotten away with in our lifetime because video wasn't everywhere? You think?
No.
Oh, I mean, had we chose to do something wrong,
No. And if you find anything in any of them lakes, it wasn't me.
this is not even VCRs
Right,
anymore,
right,
so
right.
they're not gonna.
Right.
It's fine.
No, but you know what? We got a good show lined up. Johnny Gigolo's in the house, or at least he will be. And we're going to be interviewing him. Do a little bit more rundown on the card. And, of course, we're going to drink beers. And that's always a fun time. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. But when we come back, you'll have more of RCW Spotlight.
You know, there's been a couple things that have been bothering me. Especially since it was a fight before Christmas. And I know what you're thinking. Vinny, is it the fact that you manhandled the NEO champion in the ring and you haven't got a title shot or even a mention of it? I'm not worried about that. Marcus, he's a man. And when he's ready to put that title up, he knows the only thing that we can do is settle it in the ring. That day will come, I'm sure. There are two things that bother me. One, Marty Jannetty. You named Ken as the acting commissioner. Boy, that just shows me what side you're on. That don't sit well with me. And two, what really bothers me, it's been bothering me before I came back to RCW. See, I'm known as the Beast Vinny DiMaggio. But as of late, I see the 9 to 10-year-old kid. Sure, Beast on the basketball court. The other day I was out at the store. A big fat chick with a shirt that said she's the Beast in the kitchen. I'm sure she ate the Beast, but that's a whole different story. And then towards the night before Christmas, you got the Sicilian Beast, Ken Seminara, and his team, Team Beast. I saw you lackluster stars. You're not Beast. I got a whole different word for you. I got a whole different name for your team. But you know what? It's supposed to be a family show, so I'm going to let that one go. You see, the Beast used to mean you were superior. It used to mean you were better than everybody else. It's not what it is anymore. It's nothing more than an adjective. Well, to describe, anyone, really. It's obvious. But when I showed up at Towards the Fight Before Christmas, you all bought tickets because you wanted to see the Beast dethrone the role model Ric Lieb. That's why you showed up. You showed up because of the headline. Brings me to that. As the headline shows my superiority, shows I'm better than each and every one of you in every facet possible. You can listen to me, you can look at me, you can watch me in the ring. There's no doubt I'm better than every one of you people out there. So from here on out, the Beast is no more. You don't call me the Beast, Vinny DiMaggio, because I'm better than you. You will now refer to me as the headline, Vinny DiMaggio, because you know you're here to see me.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Today we're going to go ahead and spotlight one of the matches for the upcoming Cold War 2020. And that match is the Light Heavyweight Battle Royal. Now what it is it's a match where they're going to... I know it's supposed to be different. I'm not exactly sure like how they're going to do it, like over the top or hit at the end or something like that. I'm not sure. But one of the things I know about it for sure is it's going to have a lot of great competitors and a lot of young, hungry competitors. Already signed for this match: Spike St. James, Alexander Crowley, Ice Collins,
Who?
Ray Stewart,
Who?
the Valedictorian, DJ Squared, and Brendan Martell. And the winner gets a shot in April for the Light Heavyweight Championship to face Die Hard the Hunter. All you have to do is be under 200 pounds. How much you weighing today?
199.
Oh, what a coinkydink.
That's weird. Hold on a second. So, what's his name? Rice Collins?
Yeah. something like
So
that.
Rice Collins is going to be in there. And the winner of a battle royal, thanks man,
Thank you.
gets to fight a World War II veteran.
Oh my
amazing.
gosh.
You know what? I don't have a match. I am officially entering this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and win it. I got to smack that kid around. And kudos to him for talking trash, but some little punk kid coming in my bar and talking to me like that, and I didn't smack him around that day. You're welcome. You asked me,
Yes,
you
I
asked me
appreciate-
not to punch the guests.
I appreciate you.
I
for doing
appreciate that.
that.
You appreciate that.
But
And I just knew that eventually I was going to get an opportunity to, well, just beat some sense into these punk kids. And then on top of it, I get to go fight a senior citizen.
I stop
Like,
that.
man,
Listen,
old ladies, little kids, I don't care.
listen. I get why you want Ice Collins so bad. I also get why
That's what I
you.
was showing.
I get why you probably want Ray. I get why.
Well,
you
to be clear, I only want anything to do with Ray because he told me he has Rice Jackson's back. So, seems like that's not true. Rice Jackson. What's that kid's name?
It's Ice Collins.
Whatever. Yeah. So he says he has his back. So if by default I have to do something with Ray, I will. But I usually try to.
I know you usually like Ray.
appreciate the idea that he's he's.
And that's
your
the
guy.
weird thing about it is you
But
like Ray, but you don't like his partner.
I don't, and I'm pretty sure that when his partner is in trouble, he'll smarten up and realize it's every man for himself, and he'll find something better to do at that point in the
Let's
match.
hope. Let's hope.
So I'm sorry to interrupt. Please go ahead.
No, my thing is this. Okay, I get that. I get that you have a lot of pride in the fact that you don't really lose battle royals.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
And I get the fact that you'd probably like to get a hold of Spike St. James, Alexander Crowley. I mean, like I get that. And let's be honest, you're a lot smarter than the valedictorian. We all know that.
Street smart.
Graduated first in his class.
I'm street smart. That's a big difference.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
much better.
And on top of that, I know that the heavy metal heartthrobs kind of get on your nerves.
So annoying.
Yes. Matter of fact, you despise them.
They're so horrible.
They claim to be the next Midnight Rockers.
Great.
They're
But how are
big
they- okay.
fans. Big fans.
I just. Oh, man. You know what? Okay. You know what? I can't even comment on these guys, man. I saw that they had cut a promo, right? Cut
Yes.
a promo. The kids were coming in to cut promos and let people know. And I actually was probably more concerned about them before their promo came out. By the time they were done, is this a joke?
Right?
So I actually was like, wow, thought there was going to be a tag team I had to worry about, but actually now I see just I don't know, just some more victims.
They've actually stated, and I'm not trying to stir the pot, but they've stated that they're going to take over the tag team division. They've stated that they've actually stated that they don't like you guys, the Andolinis. I'm not instigating.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
just telling you what I heard.
Well, this is a business. They shouldn't like us. Also, we don't like them, so by default, they shouldn't dislike us. Man, I guess if they want to come in and take over, I guess we would be the gateway, right? We'd be the gatekeepers on that. I am more than happy to go ahead and get my brother, and at some point down the road, I'm obviously busy on the 29th, but at some point down the road, I could take those kids to school.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Of course, it won't be able to be the show after the 29th either because I'll be winning the light heavyweight title
oh.
that night too.
Oh, yeah, and that's the next thing I kind of wanted to get to, since this is our
kinda hooked
spotlight
us.
match to talk about.
Yeah.
What in the hell is wrong with you? You do realize that Die Hard is a member of the Way now, and that there is no way on hell he's going to lose. He's not a senior citizen. Is he? What is he, like a year
Is
old?
there something older than senior citizen? Has he bypassed that?
You
finally?
do know that if you're calling him a senior citizen,
I guess that would make him elderly.
if you're calling him a senior citizen, then you call an animal a senior citizen.
No, he's 40 years older than Animal. I don't know if you're
No,
right.
no, he's younger than Animal.
Well, that's what he's telling people.
Matter of fact, I don't even know if he's older than me. He
No,
might be a year older than me, but I think he's younger than me.
That doesn't
Or
make any sense.
might be the same age as
Sergeant Hulka fought in World War II. You will not take that away from him.
he fought.
He is a hero.
Sergeant who? Holka.
Hulka. Isn't that? That's who he looks like.
I don't even know who
we
that
both
is.
know. Okay. All right. Grandma Edison fought in World War II. You will not take that away from him.
Oh, Frankie.
Well, either he looks like Sergeant Hulk or he looks like a grandma. What is it?
I'm gonna do what your mom did when you get in trouble and call you Francis Bernard. Okay? You know, I am not. No. Do you understand? Not going to let you say that about my dude. He is a member of the Way. He's my brother in the Way, and he fought. But for those that are really Operation Desert Storm, he was in it. That is far from. That's not even Vietnam. You're giving him World War II. This
He fought
guy.
in all the wars. In the first one he did. For World War I, unfortunately, he didn't see a lot of action. I did hear that he had some. He was what's the pencil pusher, and then that's when finally he decided I'll step up, and he is a hero. He went from pencil pusher in World War I. He came back around to World War II. He just, I mean, he's a hero. Obviously, he was there. And Vietnam wasn't a war. Okay, to be clear. So I know he was there, and I know he killed a lot of people, and I appreciate it. But technically, that was not a war.
Let me ask you a question, because he wasn't in Vietnam. It was Operation Desert Storm.
No, was it Black Ops stuff? Is that why we're saying that? So we don't tell anybody. He wasn't
Thank
there.
God for the patties. Listen. Linda, listen. All right, Francis. You gonna call me Richard if I keep on doing
Where's
this?
this coming from? It's okay.
This is coming from this. I'm just gonna ask you a question. I don't want you to get mad at me. I'm just
9.5
doing this as a
inches.
journalist.
Wait, was that going to be the question?
No,
Not
I'm letting
nine.
you know.
Okay. Well,
I'm
the
letting
answer
you.
is 9.5 inches.
Okay, we're not talking about our camera guy anymore. We're done with that.
Oh, I thought.
The Andolinis have probably feuded with Die Hard more than anybody, correct?
Yes.
What is the winning percentage of the Andolinis against Die Hard?
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Originally, there were 4 Andolinis.
Mm-hmm. He retired 2 of them,
Well,
or took 2 of them out completely.
they didn't count anyway. They were useless. They were terrible, and actually,
They're your cousins.
well, they were horrible, and we hated them. And now they don't exist anymore. So really, that whole section anyway that he beat, that doesn't count.
You beat Sonny.
Okay, but also the sun was in Sonny's eyes,
It was inside of a building.
which was so weird.
Yeah.
And then also, I don't know what was going on with that ring crew, but somebody spilled some WD-40 all over the mat, and he slipped.
And let me guess, Die Hard had slip-resistant shoes on. Thank God for
Yeah,
that, right? Yeah.
that's what the elderly wear. So,
Oh my gosh.
and then also he pulled out some like koala clutch that he learned in like WW2,
Oh gosh. It's called
which
the
is an
Ranger
illegal
clutch.
move. We looked it up.
It's called the Ranger clutch. It is not an illegal move.
Well, it should be.
No, it's not.
So anyway, when he put him in that and stuck his fingers in his eyes because he was having a flashback from the war, that was more of an assault. So I don't know if he beat.
That's kind of what happened with him and Spike, by the way. It was more of an assault.
Well, that's him just trying to impress you to make you think he's somebody he's not. We know who he is.
Okay. Let me ask you this: have you ever faced Die Hard one-on-one?
No, I would have beat him. He won't face me.
Oh no,
So
no.
now I have to take
No,
illegal means to get there.
you're misconstruing
Now,
this.
now I have to work down the road to get to him. I'll do that. He's been lucky so far. 87 years he has been around. Okay? You know, I have only been around for 32 years. So, yes, he has 50 years experience on me. Okay?
I think
get
Die
it.
Hard's 5 years older than
ex-
him, if that.
50 years experience a guy has on me in life, and I appreciate that. He's killed a lot of foreign people for this country. That's what happens when you fight in 3 wars. Okay? It's a big thing. I appreciate him. I am not downplaying that. But I'm just going to go ahead and slap around an elderly person. I have to.
Well, listen. I'm going to say this. A, I hope you win.
I will. Thank you, Bill.
I really want you to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not against Die Hard, but the Battle Royal.
Well, I'm going to do both.
Now, if you face Die Hard, obviously we're going to be on a different side of the fence on this one. I got to cheer for my
What?
way brother. Look, you're Paisan, and you're family to me, okay? But the way comes first.
That's what she said. For you, what I'm going to do.
You're
when
right. The way does come first, and you guys get sloppy seconds.
Wow.
Thank you for acknowledgement.
So,
I like that.
What I'm going to do for you,
Okay.
I'm going to make this quick. Put him out of his misery. Pull the old feeding tube out of his mouth. You know what I mean? Unplug the.
You know he's got a short fuse, right? You don't want to
Well,
make
yeah,
him mad.
because the wiring that you used to have back in the 40s, man, it's not safe. They were not good at that kind of thing. So, but I get it. Short fuse. It goes with the height.
Frankie.
You understand?
Frankie,
like,
you're burying yourself. You're gonna get him mad. He's gonna end up being like, "I want to be on the show again."
Let me tell you
I thought
something, whippersnapper. I know, I've heard it all before. He shook his cane at me and he got going real. He was so mad, I know, but all I had to do is just walk at a hefty pace. He couldn't keep up.
All right.
But listen, I'm the heavier side of the light heavyweight, right, division. I'm right there at the cusp. Most of these kids are little tiny kids, and the other one's old as dirt.
So
I
you've
mean,
really been this. You're really entering yourself in this.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that title. I mean, sometimes I get
No,
I get
you're gonna
cold
take the
around
Battle Royal.
midsection, and
You got-
I need to warm it up. I figure a belt should do it.
He'll win the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
That's my pick. He will not win the championship.
Why would I
Sorry.
waste my time going into a battle royal if I wasn't going to win the championship? Tactics, man.
He collects trophies, not belts.
Well, I'm going to put a belt over here. Championship, Vince. Championship.
Yes, about Vince. I love it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, Johnny Gigolo is in studio, and we will have him right there in that seat. So we're back in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Another day, another challenge. This time, my victim is actually a friend of mine, one Draven Post, who called me up and he said, "RoleModel, how come you haven't given the Honolulu Guru a shot?" So you know what? Today, I'm going to go ahead and correct that mistake. I'm giving you a shot. If he can beat me, then I will personally give him a shot at my championship belt at Cold War 2020. Ref?
Don't be such a yard card.
I love it. We've got a crowd now.
Don't be such a yard card.
All right, you ready? Say where to go.
Don't be such a
You know
yard
the rules. You know what you're
card.
supposed to do?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Even got a referee training. I love it.
Do
No.
Basketball. Do you give up?
No. I need
Sure
this
not that. Do you give up?
No. No.
Do you give up?
Okay. I quit. I quit.
Well, that was.
Just like that. Well, don't go anywhere. I hope you're all right. Hope you're all right. Pop it in. You're a friend. You're a friend. You all right? This is your participation trophy because we're all winners here in the championship match search. You're dismissed.
ladies and gentlemen, first ever, newly crowned All-American Akron Rubber City Wrestling Champion, Johnny Gigolo!
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Our guest today is the new Rubber City Wrestling All-American City Champion, Johnny Gigolo. As everybody knows, I've actually wrestled this man. And I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of I didn't take it too serious, knowing that you're a referee, but I always take my matches serious. It's not like I didn't train for it, but I went in there at first and I'm like, okay, this guy's a referee. What's he going to do? And he was a lot better than I thought. I mean, first of all, you could tell you've been spending a lot of time in the gym.
I wanted you to think I was still a referee. All the secret working out, all the secret training. You know, people think I don't deserve to be in the position I am right now, but they don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Just because I'm not training with the rest of the guys and I'm not doing things on their schedule, they don't know what I'm doing on my schedule.
And that's where you kind of got me, because you were doing private training sessions with other trainers and stuff. So when I went to the RCW guys and I'm like, all right, give me some pointers. What's he doing? He hasn't showed up. And I'm like, this is going to be a walk in the park. I know he's hitting the gym because he kept posting it online. Yeah, but you know what? You could be, I don't care how big and how strong you are. I'm out wrestle you. And I get in there, boom. The man actually, I'm going to sing your praises a little bit. And I don't do that often. The man can wrestle. And I was shocked.
I might not be the most polished wrestler in the world there, Miles Jacobs, but guess what? I use my size and my strength and this to help me get through these matches. And in time, I'll just get better and better.
Yeah, and you bring up Miles Jacobs, who he felt like he was cheated out of that because everybody, animals threw him over, and it was like, he feels like, oh man, if I would have been the man, he would have won it. Of course, Ray Stewart says that he would have won it. Ricky Williams feels like he would have won it. Now you're putting the title up on the line against Ricky Williams at the next event. And we're going to go ahead and talk about that because, as we mentioned earlier in the show, that we're going to talk about it. You have Ricky Williams coming up.
Let's backtrack one thing. If everybody would have put their personal grudges aside at the Battle Royal and not wanted to attack everybody they had hard feelings for and concentrated on winning the match, maybe they would have walked out with this title and not me.
And that you bring up a great point, and that's something I've actually tried to drill into Ray's head because Ray being like a nephew to me, I'm like, you went right for Miles Jacobs. You guys just went right for each other. You should have avoided each other and tried just getting other people out, but instead you went right there. And what did you think Animal was going to do?
Yeah, everybody put themselves in their own positions, attacking each other instead of fighting a clean, sensible battle royal. They're attacking each other out of grudges. Animal gets in the way. He sees a cherry-picking opportunity, which Final Destination into another cherry-picking opportunity.
Right, because everybody saw him hanging over there.
And we got the baddest dude in the league out, so it worked out for me.
Yeah.
Let's get to this Ricky Williams.
All right, yes. Let's talk about Ricky Williams. I'll let you dictate a little bit. Ricky Williams, been training. You trained with him. You guys actually have worked together. I know there's a mutual respect, but there's also a little bit of trash talking going on. What exactly is your thoughts on facing him as your first opponent?
I know he's an up-and-coming kid, and he tries his best with his limitations also. But let me tell you something, Ricky. I'm not going to take it lightly on you. I'm coming in. I'm going to fight you. I'm walking out with my title again. I respect you. But the grown-up Dennis the Menace is going to be looking at the lights on February 29th at the Akron Turner Club. I'm sorry. I've trained with this kid for years. But I'm not taking him lightly. But I'm not walking out with this title on February 29th. So Ricky Williams, you spend your time in that training. You lift your weights, and then we'll see you February 29th, because Johnny Gigolo is the champ.
No.
And he might have first match jitters, too.
Right, yeah.
His first one-on-one.
No, I faced him.
Also.
I faced him on a studio match, and, because I let him see if he can get a shot at the championship, and he's cocky in the ring. Yeah, he kind of approached me, and he's just like, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's in his blood, but it's in his heart.
Right, and that's what we're going to find out. That's what we're going to find out on February 29th when you guys go one-on-one. Now, Frankie and I were talking, and he said that had he, as you see, this man collects Battle Royal trophies, had he been in that match, that there's a very strong possibility. No. Your
It
exact
would
words
have
were
100%
you 100% would have had that championship.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to stir the pot or
I
anything.
mean,
I'm
if
just
my
saying.
aunt had a sack, she'd be my uncle. I have a belt and he has a trophy.
Do me a
so
favor.
that's-
Would you put that on your shoulder? Can you grab that other one over there and just put that on your shoulder? Okay.
It's okay.
This is for the people at home. This is what happens when you order a champion from Amazon. This is Wish.
I like that one. That's why I like you, Frankie.
But no, threw the kid a bone. Keep it.
Him not being
My
in
gift
there.
to you.
Now, and I want to bring up something. Now, with that being said, he's going to be in the light heavyweight battle royal on the 29th. And I just got to say it. He's my odds-on favorite.
That's fine. That's dandy. There's a bunch of young, scrappy kids in there, so
You
There's
know.
a couple getting
We'll
smacked
see.
right in their mouths too.
we'll see what happens.
Right in their mouths.
Now, a lot of people don't know this, but when we used to do the pre-show podcast, John was one of my co-hosts on there, and we used to go back and forth. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a couple matches since we've done this before, and I'm going to let you give your predictions on who you think is going to win, because I just wanted to see where you're at with this, and I know that you've done this with me before. So first on that list, I still don't have a match signed. I'm gonna have to start doing the thing in the training facility again, because nobody wants to step up to the plate.
They're afraid.
They are, but already been there.
I did my best.
The
I was one in-up referee away from having that belt over there.
Referees are the worst, right? Just the worst.
The worst,
Boy, what I
yeah.
can't stand is a bad referee.
I almost should just put this title, retire it, put on the striped shirt again, just so things don't be run roughshod at
Could
RCW
retire.
anymore.
We could use a custodian.
That'll be the best damn custodian RCW ever had.
All
It's
right.
like I was the best referee we had.
Let's run down that. Jayhawk might argue with that one.
I will argue with him all day. The Sheldon,
Yes, I know. I
the
hear
Sheldon Cooper of refereeing.
We got squirrels in the end.
I think so. All right, let's run it down. Kenny Hendricks is taking on Schizo.
I would not vote against Kenny Hendricks, whether he was playing dominoes, lifting weights, wrestling, or anything. Kenny Hendricks, hands down, would be my bet on anything that Kenny Hendricks does in this world.
Okay, that's not a bad pick. We're not going to do our picks until the week up. So, Detroit's Most Wanted taking on Scott E. Stevens and Mike Smiley of the Pinnacle.
Man, I'm not a fan of the Pinnacle guys, but Detroit's Most Wanted, they're more gelled team, more experienced, probably have more cohesive. But man, Scotty Stevens and Mike Smiley, they just seem to find ways to pull matches out sometimes. I
Yeah, tell
don't
me
think
about it.
there's going to be a clear-cut winner in this. There's going to be some shenanigans from some faction, some team. I think this is actually going into a disqualification.
Who do you
There's
think?
not going to be no winner.
There's
not gonna be.
double DQ. Okay.
Because nobody in the back can keep their business in the back.
Yeah.
They just want to... Someone's going to interfere. Someone's coming out. It's just going to be run roughshod or chaos. I think double DQ on this match. No
Okay.
winner.
All right.
Everybody's juices are flowing way too much now that RCW is back and rolling and title hungry and match hungry and spotlight hungry.
Okay, The Way defends the tag team championship. And by the way, Animal Torn Quad, Vinny DiMarzo is filling in for him. So it's going to be Vinny DiMarzo and Max Cortez defending the tag team championship against the main attraction. That's Dirty Sanchez and Jackson Storm.
Wow. Two of the most untechnical, what's the word, just crazy dudes in the ring of all time. You do not know what you're going to get with Chuck Jackson. There's probably going to be 10,000 thumbtacks. Dirty Sanchez just runs rough wild. I don't even know if he knows a wrestling hold. Just goes in there like the Tasmanian devil against the Way. The Way always figures stuff out. I don't know how you dirty guys do this, but I going against I hate to say this, but somehow the Way pulls out their shenanigans and get some type of dirty pin or
Clean victory.
referee interference or something on there.
Clean victory.
Sorry,
by
main
the way.
event. It's just the way this promotion's been for years.
All right.
They have a bookmark on getting things done.
Disregard that. We've never cheated a day in our life.
Speculation.
It's complete speculation. You know,
Nonsense.
that should be stricken from the files.
We'll delete this.
You know, right.
Just cut the whole interview, really.
Right.
Fill it
Oh,
out like
gosh.
a cartoon or something.
Oh man! All right, the tag team, or not tag team, the light heavyweight championship battle royal. I already told you my odds-on favorite, Frankie Andolini, but you've got Ice Collins,
That
Ray
guy
Stewart.
stinks.
Ray Stewart.
I love that guy. That guy is going to be the face of this promotion.
Who?
He says Ray Stewart's going to be.
That guy's going to be
I
the
like
face
Ray.
of this promotion if he bulks up some
You said
and just
Ray?
reels it all in. All
Alexander Crowley,
Oh my God.
Spike St. James.
Okay.
That ice guy's going to be in it?
Yes.
Did you say it?
Oh yeah,
good.
oh yeah,
Oh, good.
and you know the heavy metal heartthrobs.
Oh my God. The Step Brothers. of
Brendan Martell
RCW.
and DJ
Brennan,
Squared.
Nighthawk and Dragon. I'm pretty sure those guys are Step Brothers. From
They
the-
just they entered their names into this just last week,
Oh, crimey.
and of course
The winner.
the Dawn of professional wrestling, the king of battle royals himself, Frankie Andolini.
I just want to slap Die Hard around. Smack
And so-
the dust off of him.
And so if you and
I
that's
just got to do this to get to that. That's
and yes, the winner gets a shot at Die Hard the Hunters light heavyweight championship in April.
Ray Stewart pulls off the 1-2-3 kid over Razor Ramon on this one. Walks out with his hand raised.
I'm thinking you're Razor Ramon then.
I don't know who he's even talking about. Way to date yourself, dude.
Hey man, I go old school. RCW's old school professional wrestling.
Yes,
And I go back to old school professional wrestling.
I can respect that. I can respect it. I disagree with his. I like Ray too, so I'm not gonna. I won't be upset if Ray wins it. I won't be upset. if
You know
win
what?
it.
I'm just going to help you out. I'll eliminate Ray first. That way, there's no question. I don't want anybody getting all worried
I know
about
him and
what's
Ice-
going to happen.
Him and Ice didn't really seem to like you too much last week.
That's okay.
So you're saying Ray Stewart's gonna win?
Ray
this?
Stewart's gonna win this thing.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. What other matches do we? I wish I would have had this written down with me. Beep 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 beep. I know Marcus Knight's not defending this time. You won't be there. So I don't know. I think that's pretty much what we have signed right now. Unless you want to pick on your match.
I've already decided this. I mean, there's no decision. This is Ricky Williams' first one-on-one non-studio match. The kid's gonna get butterflies, just like you said I was gonna against you.
Did you?
Just a little bit, because I knew
You got him.
somehow that dirty zombie of a ref that doesn't know how to check arms or anything like that kind of put me behind the 8 ball. I give the kid respect. I've seen him train. Good kid. Grown-up Dennis the Menace. But in this first match, he's going to be looking up at the lights. I walk out again, and then see who I face in April. No disrespect, Ricky, but the lights might be a little too bright for you this time, just like he told me in December.
Yeah. And you have a good point there, and I'm going to keep that in mind when we do our predictions because, you know, I
You
just
hear
love-
everybody chanting Johnny Gigolo. You hear when my theme song goes off. The crowd has my back, no matter who I'm going against. They go crazy.
You know that's you bring up a good point. We'll stop talking about that, and we're going to go into a couple more questions before we end this. The crowd support for you has been phenomenal. What is it about you that makes the crowd just love you?
I don't know. They loved me as a ref. Somehow, when I decided to have that first singles match, everybody just flocked to me. Everybody wants to see me. I think it's just my following from all the wrestling promotions that I either ref at, do ring crews, securities, wrestle with us now. There's just I think people see the passion I have for this business and how much I love it. To go do ring crews when I'm technically a veteran and just do securities and sell merchandise and train my ass off every day when I leave my shoot job here and go into the gym 8, 9 o'clock at night. They see the passion I bring to the business and I think they want to be there.
I think he's
follow it.
right. I think what they do is they relate to you more than most people because they knew you as the fan. Then they knew you as the guy that was referee, and then they knew you as this. And that's one last thing I want to I want to ask you about before we get out of here. The transition from being a referee to a wrestler. I thought it was going to be harder on you than it apparently has been.
It's not easy, and I have to work at it, and I know I'm not a polished wrestler. I know. I rely on my size and strength and just hopeful knowledge of being around the business
Right.
to get me through matches. I'm no technical wrestler. I'm not even a brawler. My defense is more my offense. And I just hope to God that I'm in the ring with that I'm the bigger, stronger guy and kind of bully my way around. So.
Okay. Well, Johnny Gigolo, I want to thank you for being our guest. Do you have any questions? You good?
No, it's great that the fans relate to you, but then that means that they think you're one of them. I mean, I don't have any relation with the fans because I'm better than them.
Yeah,
Same-
you are.
Same
Yeah,
as
same
you.
with me. I agree.
That's
I
something
have-
you should strive for, man. Maybe think about how little those people really matter. You don't want to be associated with them.
I was one of them fans sitting in line at 4 o'clock to get into a wrestling show that the doors opened at 6, so I could be the first one in the building, pick my seat out. I'm never going to go away from what brought me into there. Watching wrestling on TV as a kid, falling into wrestling very late in life, becoming a referee and ring crew and security and merch guy, to finally getting a chance at a few battle royals back in the day, almost giving up on training, getting back into it, and then the last 3 shows I've been on every show. I have a title belt now because I actually put in the hard work. I'm never going to forget where I came from, sitting in the front row and being a mark to the All-American City champion.
Give it time. When he
Yeah,
gets
give
a
it
little
time. Yeah,
better in
like-
the
like-
ring,
yeah,
once he-
yeah, exactly.
Once he realizes what it takes to separate
These fans
himself
are-
from the herd,
The,
he'll be better.
the fans, in my opinion, they're leeches. They just want instead of give. I'd
As
rather
long as
be
they buy them tickets, come out and support us, I'll put in my end of the work.
He's such a nice guy.
Ridiculous.
They finish last usually. I can't. But as you see, he's actually winning stuff. All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna wrap things up now. For of course, Johnny Gigolo, Frankie Andolini. I am your role model, Ric Lieb, and I'm sending it over to this man.
You people get out of here and take your freaking guy with you.
I'm out of here. I got important Gigolo stuff to do today.
See you next
See ya.
week.
Happy New Year.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the show. If you could do me a favor, please subscribe to this channel. It would help a lot. Thank you.